Hello, and welcome to, or welcome back to, the channel of the Nasdaq scalping bot. In this channel, I show you guys a Python program that is meant to do some automatic trading on the Nasdaq with the goal automatic trading to have some passive income. And in a daily report, I show you guys what did I change in the code, how did the bot do, and how are we doing on the market. And if you want to know what we did today, just stay. And let's dive in the code right away. And if you look at the code, you see that down here we already have new lines of text. And one of those is there's DNN, and you see slightly different, and it's an error message, but it's not really an error message. It's a warning. And if you look closely to this part, you see the bot with the AI has started. So let me start today with you with this part of the new part of the bot, because it's now a part of the bot, is the AI, and I will run it. It will not take that long because I removed the R and N part of the AI. There are several AI possible to use to do this, and the R and N, which I tested for, if you're following the channel, for 3 days, I tested all kinds of combinations to get the accuracy up. And the highest accuracy we could reach was 54% with an F1 score of also 52, 53%. So I was not that pleased about it. And so I talked with ChatGPT, and we talked about, okay, I already had the KNN, that's also a part, but I don't want to have only the KNN, I want to have more. So I ask, what else can I use to do this kind of AI work? Well, we came up, of course, with the KNN, and I show you guys the progress right here. The KNN has a precision for the sells and the buys of 91%, with an F1 score of 91 and 90%. That's unusually high. 90% correct of the guesses that we gave him was good. Then I also have tested the random forest results, and the accuracy of those was 93%, with a precision of 93 and an F1 score of 94 and also 93. That was also very, very good. And we take a look at the final one, and that is the XGBoost results with an accuracy of 95%. Those three are now part of the bot. During the day, I tested, of course, all of these and checked, and it's not that I did this once and it cost me the day to do all this and to implement it. And if we're gonna look in the code, especially at the strategy, then you see that I build in the strategy new functions, and the new function is the one we already know. I see a typo here. The one we already know is calculate the ATR. Yeah. I'm not going to use the ATR. We already know, for the ones who are following, that using the ATR had more headaches than profits. So I'm not using the ATR, but we're calculating the ATR to use within the AI. And then it's just another value that the AI can use, but I, as a person, or I, as in the bot, I will not and cannot use it because it's not that good as a value to me. So that's new in the code, is calculating the ATR, and the MACD check is already there, and the 3 candle movement is still there, and I'm gonna talk to you about the 3 candle movement in a moment. And then we see that the strategy check has now the market condition, as usual. Check what is wrong. What is the market? Do we have a slow market or do we have a normal market? So the market condition is one of those. Then we get the MACD advice. We need those. Are the market going up or the market going down? Is the MACD higher as a signal buy? Is the signal higher as a MACD sell? So we want to know the MACD. And then the 3 candle advice, as in, are we 3 candles going up or are 3 candles going down? And this combination, those 3, we used in the strategy check to make a decision. There it is, I was looking for it. To make a decision if we should have a buy or a sell. If the MACD advice is the same as the 3 candle advice and the market condition is normal, then bot advice is a MACD advice. And usually I would return it directly into the bot. The bot opens a position on the market and we're gonna check. Now we have that the MACD advice is named bot advice, and this is also double using 2 variable names for the same value, but for now I'm leaving this, and we use this together with the other values, the open price, close price, the high price, the low price, and the, where is it, MACD and the signal with the ATR as the input features for the AI. And you see this is all grayed out because it's not completely correct, and I still need to check with ChatGPT, because when I activated this part of the code, it immediately it was not even this. It was this part. So it was outside the if function, and the make prediction came with a final decision of the boss of the AI to sell, even when the market was closed. So what? Huh? Wow, what? Market is closed. You cannot do a sell. So I moved it into the if function, but if I do it like this inside the if function, then it will not give me advice unless there is also an advice from the MACD and the 3 candle. And I'm not sure if I want to do this. I will talk with ChatGPT as soon as I have reset it, the current data, because I went through all my accounts again. I want to talk about it because if the AI makes a decision, it should make a decision on the values it has, and those are those values it gets from me. But, and now I don't know what I want to say. but it needs to be an independent advice from the bot advice, and then compare those two and see if both of them are aligned. If both say, okay, this is good, we should sell or we should buy, then the final decision should be buy or sell. And that didn't went very well today in the first test, and that is only the last couple of hours because market open again, but the market was closed when I started testing with this stuff and filtering out errors because we still had some errors. So it's not that fine yet, but it's a part now of the bot. So the bot has AI function. I will not say AI decision capabilities, but there is an AI function. And I'm going to use all three of the models you're seeing right here. All three of the models are going to be a part. And if we're going to look at the AI pie, then you see that making a prediction, am I correct? Yeah, this is the model, and make a prediction. Making a prediction means we're loading the KNN model, we're loading the RF model and the XGB model, and use all three of the models with the area of values I gave them to make a prediction. KNN prediction, an RF prediction, and the XGB prediction, with a decision mapping, of course, buy or sell. And then if the prediction is hold, then it's hold, and otherwise we get a buy or sell. Then I put out in print, as in what does the bot say, what does KNN say, what does RF suggest this, and what does XB suggest. And then the final trading advision should be, and final trading decision. Yeah, he made a separate function for it, but yeah, I'm gonna change this. So that's not the final decision. Will be the max set in decisions for the decision counts, and that's all these decisions. So it's making it more complicated than it is. But if 3 out of 4 say it's a sell, then it will be a sell. And if 3 out of 4 say it's a buy, then it's a buy. And if so, it's a voting, like who has the most vote, a buy, a sell, or a hold. And the ones with the most has to be done. And yeah, I need to take a look at that. This is the major change I made today in the bot, is adding again the AI. And now I can hear you say at home and say, but John, you would not have done it until next weekend, this weekend. I know. It was not planned to do tonight, to do this, and not even tomorrow. I want to keep on running with the code we had and testing further. But something happened today in the market, not in the market, but in the bot, and the bot is closed. You see, I don't have the bot running. But if we're going to look at the market, we see we had a fairly active market, so that was good. And if we're going to look at the reports, so what the bot did, then we see the reports that we had some positives, but also some negative results today. And that's okay for me. But what was not okay for me, and I saw this while I was working on the AI, that sometimes there was an opening in the market. So there was a position opened while the conditions were not met. So let's start the bot for a moment. And grab the bot. There it is. On the side, you see right here that I have criteria when there should be a buy or a sell. And this is only the visual report of, but I saw that we had an advice as sell, and I was looking at what sell. There are not all these axes were not green, as in we have not all the candles met, okay, then I should check, and I did check, these three values right here. And these three values were not in a sell modus. There were not three candles in a row going down. So, and I saw that once, okay, it can happen, but I saw this several times happening today. And at a certain point, I thought, okay, the market is over. I'm going to kill the bot, and I'm going to adjust. And all the thing I do adjust about the bot right now in the code is what you saw in the strategy, is printing the MACD advice and the three candle advice to see if the error is actually in the bot with the advisement, which is strange because it had worked fine for the last couple of months. So why suddenly these advice are acting up while there's nothing changed in nor the three candle movement or in the MACD? I did not change anything except that this is now 5 instead of a 3, and even what I did change there is back to 2. So there are no changes in the decision making of the strategy, and still it did this. So I want to know, print the MACD advice and the three candle advice. If I see there is a true and a true, or it should be not, it should be true. There's a true and a true. And as I'm talking to it, can this be a true and a true? Well, I will take a look at it. But if this is 2 times a true and the market condition is normal, then I know I need to take a look at the interface and looking at the bot, as in there is an error in this part of the interface. So this is not correct and the values is correct, or in the code is something wrong and this is correct. And I saw this around 8:15, and when I saw this, and I think, okay, make a printout, and make a printout. It's 8:15. At 10, the market is closed. It takes almost 3 hours to start up the bot to get the right MACD values, to calculate the MACD, etc. So after that, I did not restart the bot and just waited until right now, 11:15, and then another hour, and then I will restart the bot, and then I can see in the coming day, in Friday, if the error is in the strategy calculations or if the error is in the interface. That's what happened today. And there happened a lot. And we have included now the AI. That's the major change I did today in the bot, is adding AI. But I'm not sure how to really implement it. And I want to find out if it opens a position even when it should not open a position. So if it's always making a prediction buy or sell, that's not good either. Yeah, let me take a chat with ChatGPT, and then tomorrow I will tell you guys how this ended. And then how I'm going to implement it in the code, and then we can start a new week with the AI implemented in the code and see how we're doing if AI makes the decisions instead of the strategy that I use with 3 candles up and 3 candles out, 3 candles down, and the MACD. So back to the market, because I went very market. I went very fast through the market and the reports. And we see the reports today. We had some positives, 179, 638 and 868. So those were nice ones. But we had a couple of ones, €6 down, a €3 and €2. That was not that good. But also 006. This means it's the trailing stop loss, always the trailing stop loss kicking in, but the trailing stop loss had to do. The trailing stop loss is at this moment 25. And I will leave it there for now. But I'm thinking about it to pump it up to 26 or 27. Not to 30 yet, because I think 30 is maybe something too much. So 26 or 27, but that's for next week. And we're gonna first take a look at how does the AI interact with the real-time market. Now you guys are back up to speed and everything that happened today, and mainly in the code, not in the market and not in the bot, which brings us to the end of the video. And as usual, like, subscribe, and thank you subscribers, because we're winding up. I went up quite a bit the last couple of days, so thank you to those subscribers who subscribed the last couple of days. It was very good, which means that I have only to say, have a little fun every day, and see you guys tomorrow.